You're simply the best. Better than all the rest.
Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's JPA here. In today's video I'm going to be discussing Rangers' very impressive win over Livingston at the weekend. If you're new to the channel, please think about hitting that subscribe button and we'll be well on our way. We'll just get straight into this video, guys. So the game finished 3-0 to Rangers in the end. Comfortable win, really. The big surprise for me was in the goalkeeping department. McGregor dropped to the bench and McLaughlin stepped in. I do believe that's probably to do with the game on Tuesday night against Malmo. He's probably been rested for that game. No problem with McLaughlin coming in. When I seen the team sheet I was surprised, but I was never worried about it. McLaughlin's been a really good player for us whenever he's had to step in, and I had no problems seeing his name on the team sheet. The other big news was Fashion Sakala getting his debut. Great to see him in the team. Unfortunately didn't score, but he did play pretty well, to be honest. We'll just go straight into talking about the actual game itself. The first goal came after 8 minutes. It was a free kick on the right hand side, won by Hadji, and Tavernier sent it in. Good ball to the back post. Hadji kind of trapped the ball, really good first touch, and his second touch, he kind of faked the shot. 3 Livingston defenders actually slid in, and he had the presence of mind to knock onto his right foot, and he just kind of lifted it over the sliding defenders, and it was a really good finish from Hadji. It looks like a fairly standard finish, but when you actually look at it, the technical quality was there. See, really good finish from Hadji. After we got that goal, actually in the first half, it kind of went a wee bit quiet for us. Hadji unfortunately had to go off. He was tackled by Adam Lewis. Real bad challenge in my opinion. Possibly could have been a yellow card. Sorry, it was a yellow card. Possibly could have been a red card. It was really reckless. And Hadji unfortunately couldn't really recover from it. He played on for another 5-10 minutes, but he really just couldn't continue, and he was unfortunately taken off. I think after that we didn't really create too many chances in that first half. Aribo had a chance where he kind of, I think it was like Kent flicked it on, and he kind of chested it down, stretching, volleyed it, kind of half volley into the ground, and it kind of bounced up. Goalkeeper made a really good save, and that was pretty much it for the first half chances. We didn't really create too much, but then again, we controlled the first half very well. There was a few mumps and groans on social media about our first half performance, but I honestly thought we done really well. Got to remember it's our first game back, first competitive game back in the new season. We're going to be a little bit rusty, and I thought we'd controlled the first half very well. So into the second half, and we pushed continuously for that second goal. We didn't really create any real goal scoring opportunities. I mean, Kent had a wee effort for just inside the box, well found from wee pass in for Goldson. Hit it kind of straight at the keeper though. It was really unlucky. But it was mostly just our build-up play was really good. It was just lacking that little final bit of quality in the final third, I think. That kind of let us down. We had plenty of crosses into the box, which were well defended by Livingston. Let's just say they're very organised side, and we were never going to put 5-6 goals past this team. That was always going to be quite a difficult afternoon, and I thought we were just going to have to be a little bit patient. We did get that second goal eventually, 78 minutes, and this goal was absolutely sublime. It starts off with Kent in the box. In fact, it starts off with Wright in the box, and he finds Ryan Kent. Ryan Kent does one. He goes one way, goes the other way, goes the other way. He just completely baffled the defenders, and eventually gets his shot away. His shot's blocked, and it kind of flies up into the air a bit. Tavernier knocks it on with the head, and it falls for Scott Wright. And Scott Wright, who's got a lot of defenders in and around him, kind of finds it with the outside of his right foot and just kind of bends it in into the far corner of the net. Really tidy finish from Wright, and I think we're seeing just how good a player Scott Wright could be. He was involved in quite a lot of the attacking play, particularly in that second half. Scott Wright actually didn't start the match. He was the replacement for Hadji, and obviously Hadji went off in the first half, and Wright he makes brilliant bursts forward and gets us really high up the pitch. He done that quite a lot in the the time that he was on for about an hour, and he played really, really well. So in the 90th minute we managed to get our third goal. Roof had came off the bench, and Davis on the right hand side of the pitch, just inside the box, or was it just outside the box, clipped in a lovely little ball to the back post, and he was looking for Bassey. I think Roof was in there as well. There was a couple of defenders in there, and it comes off Bassey and kind of drops down. And at first I thought it was a wee back heel for Bassey into the box, but it wasn't. Actually, look at it again, it came off their defender. He just kind of pokes it away aimlessly, and it goes into their 6 yard box. Roof reacted quicker than anybody, and he stabbed it in. First it looks like he's just poked it in, but you can see when he comes to the ball, he's got a defender in front of him, he's got a goalkeeper in front of him, and he's got the presence of mind to kind of knock it into the far side of the corner away for them. A very tidy finish. It looks easy. I think all three of the goals that we scored were very, very high quality. I mean, a lot of them were, in fact all three of them were inside the box. 2 of them were inside the 6 yard box, but it was very technical finishes, if you like. They weren't just simple wee tap-ins, although you probably might look at it that way if you're an opposing fan, but I generally seen the quality in all 3 finishes. I thought they were superb, and we deserved the 3 points. Controlled the game from start to finish. There was another wee incident I want to talk about. I'm not going to make a massive deal out of that. The incident I'm referring to is Bassey was on the ground right at the end of the game, and Nicky Devlin gave him a wee slag kick. Now, it wasn't a hard kick. It resulted in him getting a yellow card. Now, if he got a yellow card, the referee's definitely seen it. For me, it could have been a red card. I'm not starting going, oh, they should have 2 players sent off and all this. I'm not trying to say that, but I think if that was Morelos, we'd be talking about it all weekend. It'd be all over social media. Michael Stewart would be wanting him banned for life and all that kind of stuff. And it just kind of shows you where we're at in terms of looking at these incidents. If you look at it on the highlights, it doesn't show you. I watched 2 different highlight reels on YouTube. Couldn't find any of that incident whatsoever. I'm pretty sure if it was Morelos, you can guarantee it won't be on there. Anyway, just kind of move on for that. Delighted with the result. My man of the match for me was Ryan Kent. I thought he was everywhere. Superb. That wee shimmy and that he done in the box in the build up to the Scott Wright goal was fantastic. He was constantly driving forward. The Livingston defenders really didn't know what to do with him. So for me, Ryan Kent was my man of the match, but it could have went to 3 or 4 other players. I thought Hadji was superb before he went off as well. Scott Wright was good. McLaughlin was solid. He didn't really have much to do, but when he was called, I think it was like 2 chances they had maybe. Saved them very well. Defenders didn't really get called into action, to be honest. Fairly quiet afternoon for defensively for us, but they didn't really look like they were trying to push and trying to get goals. It was all about just containment really, and I don't know that's whether down to our style of play. We would just keep the ball so well that it probably just didn't really give them a good chance to get the chances that they need to create. So quickly, just before I go, I want to mention the records. Another record set. That was 20 league wins in a row at Ibrox. Fantastic stuff. Previously set by Dick Advocat's side way back in, I think it was 2000, I think it was, or 2001, can't even remember. But that's fantastic. It's now 40 games unbeaten as well. Absolutely incredible stuff. And that's pretty much the video done, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please think about subscribing to the channel. My son wanted me to mention as well his channel, Camjo. If you want to subscribe to him, he's a gaming channel. He's 11-year-old and he would appreciate it. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers, guys.